What's going on, you guys? It is your boy, the American F1 fan, Eric Ringel here, and the Italian Grand Prix has ended under the most uneventful of circumstances as we finish the race under safety car. Max Verstappen wins the race, Charles Leclerc finishing second, and George Russell finishing third. But I got to agree with Karun Chandok, and we'll get into the race recap for the Italian Grand Prix. So at the beginning of the race, Charles Leclerc gets a fantastic start. George Russell got a fantastic start as well, right alongside each other going into the chicane there at turn 1. But Charles Leclerc just able to hold on, was able to get through the turn 1, turn 2 chicane there at the very beginning, and was able to kind of get George Russell, to kind of get off the gas a little bit and was able to open up a lead. But Max Verstappen making some moves there, made up about 2 or 3 positions on the very start of the race, while we had some other infighting going on, further down the field. Carlos Sainz made a really great run in this race as well, from the back. Lewis Hamilton making a great run from the back. They had really good starts as well. But I guess it was a sign of things to come for Max Verstappen, making up those 3 positions early on that very first lap. And you could kind of see the writing on the wall that I think it was just a matter of time before Max got out to the front of the pack. So we got our very first action later on in the race. We had Sebastian Vettel retire the car, his engine let go, and it's just more and more heartbreak for Sebastian as we've known that he's going to retire at the end of the season. And Sebastian Vettel just not having any luck at all at Monza. Engine lets go. We get a virtual safety car. And I think there's going to be some talk from some of the fans and some of the Formula One pundits about Ferrari's strategy today. I don't find anything wrong with their strategy today. They were trying to do something a little bit different than Red Bull was going to do. Red Bull went a little bit longer into the race with Max Verstappen. Was able to go from the softs to the hards like everybody else, or soft to the mediums, excuse me. But Ferrari was going to try a 2-stop, and it seemed like it from the very early going that was where they were going to go with their race strategy. And I mean, you could say that it was never going to work, but it was literally Charles Leclerc going from the softs to the mediums and then back to the softs at the end. And just that second part, I mean, the problem is you have a lot of lapped cars in between Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen, and that's going to cause problems all day long. It's going to not allow you to pass cars as easy. It's not going to allow you to gain as much, time as you would typically be able to gain, and it didn't look like it was going to work out as we got further and further into the race. Charles finally stops for the second time for the soft tires. He's about 17 seconds behind, but again, the lapped cars being in the way, it wasn't allowing him to, really make up the time that was needed. And then we get Daniel Ricciardo, who has his engine fail on him, and he stops in between Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Yellow flag is out for the longest period of time. No safety car is deployed for God knows how long. You have Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc both past pit entrance. Then the safety car gets deployed. And this is where I'm gonna agree with Karun Chandok. So last year, when we had the Abu Dhabi situation, they threw a red flag. I totally think that I just don't understand how you can end a Formula One race under the safety car, especially with as many laps as there were left. There was, 6 laps left, 6 or 7 laps left when that safety car initially got deployed. And then you threw the safety car and, they threw it for basically 6 laps. Like, I feel like we as Formula One fans, and even Karun Chandok said it, like, why not throw the red flag here? Give us a chance to, clear the car off the track and give us this grandstand finish, this, we get a standing start, everybody's on, basically the same set of tires, and, we get this grandstand, 4 or 5 lap finish, just like, what we would have wanted at Abu Dhabi. I mean, with that wreck with Latifi, I think a lot of people would have much rather seen, the red flag get thrown there. Everybody kind of gets a reset there. And, we get this grandstand finish. Well, this would have been a perfect chance to do that. And I think the race directors really got it wrong here in not giving us a chance to have this race finish under green flag conditions. But, Red Bull's going to say, well, we were winning the race. How would that be fair if, if all of a sudden the red flag were thrown? Ferrari's going to say, well, one, we want to I think Formula One as a whole would much rather a race finish under green flag conditions than literally, finishing behind the safety car, which it did today. And I'm sure there's other teams. Red Bull's probably going to be one of the few that are going to say, well, I would much rather this race just under their safety car. But I think typically every other team would want this race to finish under green flag conditions, finish under racing conditions, instead of the way it did today. But guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys think they should have thrown the red flag today and, let the race finish under racing conditions? Or do you think maybe Max and Red Bull are right that, we just throw the yellow flag and unfortunately the race finishes under safety cars? So guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. This is 5 races in a row for Max Verstappen, and if you were listening to the broadcast, literally at the Singapore Grand Prix coming up in 2 weeks' time, Max Verstappen can clinch the World Drivers' Championship, and it would probably be the earliest we've seen the World Drivers' Championship clinched in quite some time. But we'll have to see when we get to Singapore in a couple weeks' time. But guys, slap a like on this video for all brand new Formula One content. I'm putting it out daily and weekly. We're going to have a week in between races, so we're going to be putting out some reaction videos this week. So guys, slap a like on this video to get more of that content. And also, subscribe if you guys are new for daily and weekly Formula One content. We got over 200 subscribers now, so we're on the road to 300 by the end of the year. So guys, please help me get there, and let's get to 300 before the end of the year. But guys, for the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringel, signing off.